Hi everyone, welcome back to the video blog. Dr. Frank DiLollo here. It is summertime and I want to talk to you about sprained ankles. You know, a lot of people get involved with sports, softball and the like, tennis, golf, you name it, at the beach doing frisbee toss, what have you. We're a little bit more active. It's summertime, right? So we've had a number of people coming in with sprained ankles, weekend warriors and people that are getting involved more in sports. The most common ankle sprain is called a plantar inversion sprain. What that simply means is that, if I can use my hand as an example of the foot, it means when your foot goes down and then turns in. The reason that the ankle sprains on the outside of your ankle as opposed to the inside of your ankles, the ligaments on the inside are very, very strong. The ones on the outside, and there's three of them, three main ligaments, on the outside of the ankle are a bit weaker. They have a little bit more of a tendency to allow the foot to turn in like that. And that's how they're actually labeled, or you know, they give degrees. So it's a primary degree, a secondary degree, or third degree sprain based on how many of those ligaments are involved. Here's what I want you to get. A lot of people would think that you can ice it, elevate. You can use the mnemonic RICE, rest, ice, compression, and elevation. And while that is a very good thing to do, and I highly recommend you do it if your ankle turns into the size of a little tennis ball or even the size of a softball because it's swollen, you should do that. You should elevate it a little bit. You should put some compression and some ice on it to get the swelling down. But what I want to drive home here is that the ligaments that the bones that those ligaments are attached to are crucial to be assessed and to see whether or not they are in their proper alignment. This is my opinion, is that if those bones are not addressed and put back into alignment or suggested back into alignment after the injury has taken place and those ligaments have been pulled or overstretched, when your body is always trying to heal. So when the body goes back into a healing mode and that ankle gets better and those ligaments regel, so to speak, if those bones are not in their proper position, there's faulty healing, and it leaves it for such a high potential to happen again. I know I've sprained each of my ankles growing up, I don't even know, countless times, 6, 12, who knows how many times. And sometimes I got them treated, and sometimes I didn't get them treated. And I can honestly say the difference of when I did was dramatic. Not a lot of people would think to go to a chiropractor for an ankle sprain. They might think of going to a different, maybe a physical therapist or something of that nature, or just leaving it alone and waiting for it to heal, which is fine. But what I'm saying is that if you've got someone, specifically a chiropractor, that can assess the alignment of the ankle, I mean, there's probably 8, 10, 12, 15 different checks. And when I say checks, analysis, ways of analyzing the ankle to see if it's in position or out of position, that's the number that would be assessed. That's how many different directions, I should say, that the ankle can move out of alignment. The heel bone, the bones that lie right underneath the ankle, below your shin bone, your tibia, and your outside bone, the fibula, many of them. So I've got my own personal experience where I was in the mountains of Lake Tahoe, and I was running down and sprained my ankle, and I was with a group of chiropractors, and I got adjusted immediately down at the bottom of the hill by a colleague of mine. And by the end of the weekend, by the end of the Saturday or Sunday, I got my ankle checked out, I would say about 4 or 5 different times, and had no problems. The swelling went down immediately. It was just amazing, my own experience, miraculously. We also see that with a lot of patients in the office as well. So just a little tip here about the ankle. You can tape them up, you can brace them and all that kind of stuff. I think there are some exercises that I can't get into right now because it would be too lengthy to actually strengthen those inside muscles down in the ankle. But if you in fact do sprain your ankle, remember the mnemonic RICE, ice, compression, and elevation. And by all means, get evaluated by a chiropractor. Come into us, as a matter of fact, and just see if the ankle is out of alignment. It speeds up the healing process for it, and we've seen some pretty remarkable results with it. This is Dr. Frank DiLollo, and until next time, we'll see you on our video blog.